Hey guys, my name is PDK and I am the cleaning mommy. So usually in my videos you will normally see me doing cleaning, you would see me do decorating, a little bit of vlogging. But in today's video I am doing something kind of different. I want you guys to get to know me, so I figured while I am getting my nails done I would do a Q&A, get to know me edition. So I did ask a few, well, I went on Instagram and I did a post and tell people to ask me questions. So I got a list of questions right here that I wrote down. So I'm definitely going to do that. I got some questions from Instagram and I also got some from Facebook. So I am going to do my best to answer all these questions while I get my nails done. So if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I am focusing on my nails, but I will try my very best to engage with you guys face to face, if you get the drift. So if you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So I really appreciate you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. So let me turn on my phone because I am going to be getting a lot of notification, and I don't want that to be in the background making noise. So let me turn that down for you guys, and I'm gonna be listening to some music, or probably not, because I'm gonna be talking and I don't want no copyright problems. So usually when I am getting my nails done I would be listening to some music, but that's not gonna be possible. So let's get into this video. Hope you guys enjoy. So guys, I got 14 questions and I'm gonna do my very best to answer each and every one of them. So I'm trying to find somewhere to keep the paper so I can see the questions while I'm getting my nails done. So one of the questions that I was asked is, where am I from? So I've said this a few times on my channel if you haven't watched, or I've said it a few times on Instagram. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram at Thecleaningmommy, and also check me out Facebook. It's really my personal channel, but I do post my information about YouTube on there all the time. But if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you go on over to Thecleaning Mommy and check me out. So where am I from? I am from Jamaica. So I was born and raised in Jamaica, and I'm gonna try to, bring up my accent for now. Yeah, so I was born and raised in Jamaica, and I moved to the States when I was 18 years old. December 22nd, 2018. I was 18 years old. My mom was already living in the States, so she sent for me. So that's how I got here, and I've been here ever since. It's been, what, 10, 11, going on 12 years, I believe. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, so I've been here for a little while. So the next question is, how old am I? Ooh. How old am I? Well, I'm actually 30 years old. And I'm about to be 31 in a couple of weeks. The 29th of August, I'm gonna be 21. Today's actually the 9th of August. So, is it the 9th? Yeah, I think today's the 9th. So in 20 days, I will be 31. With everything going on, I have no plans for my birthday. I wish I did, but I don't. For my 30th birthday, I actually wanted to go to Vegas, make it a girl's trip, but your girl done got pregnant, so that wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, that's it. I'm 31. So why did I move from the islands? That question I'm gonna leave for last because it's kind of deep. and it may take me a while. So how long have I been married? I have been married for about, this year is gonna make it 5 years. I got married in 2015 to the love of my life. We got married December 19, 2015. I actually wanted a winter wedding, and your girl done went and got a fall wedding because I wanted my wedding on a Saturday, and I had to work with a lot of people's schedule, and got married on December 19th to my best friend, the love of my life, who drives me absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's it. So how did I meet my husband? Actually, that is an awesome story. So I had just gotten a divorce. Yes, I was married before. I got married when I was about 19, 20, I think, and got divorced. March, I left my husband September 9th, I think, 2011. And it was like shortly before my ex-husband's birthday too. Like a couple of weeks before his birthday. And I got divorced March 22nd of 2012. And then after I got divorced, I didn't give up on love. So I still believe in love. I still thought love was a possibility. So, you know, I was still looking. I dated. That didn't go too well. So then in June, I went online, Match.com, and I met this guy, and at the same time, I met my husband. So I met two guys on Match at the same time. My husband and I, we were supposed to go on a date the Sunday, and then, no, the Saturday. The other guy, I was supposed to go on a date with him thought I turned my phone on. I was supposed to go on a date with him the Sunday, but I ended up switching it around, and I told the guy, because he lives out of town and he was coming in town to go on a date with me, I told him to not come to Sunday, but to come to Saturday. So we went on a date the Saturday. We went out to Denny's to eat. I'm surprised I actually remember that. We went out to Denny's, and then I actually told my husband to have us go on a date on a Sunday. So I switched our day from Saturday to Sunday. And he and I went out to the movies, and we went to the movies, and I believe we went to eat. I don't remember that, but I think we went to the movies, and I don't know, it was like love at first sight for me. And you know how that Anne Hathaway, I don't remember what that movie's called, where she was a teenager turned princess, blah blah blah, and you know, she had the kiss and the foot pop, whatever. So I had that moment with my husband. And the guy before, he called. I never answered his call because I was so swooned over my husband. So I pretty much never reached out back to the guy, even though he called me. Went on a date with my husband, kicked it off, had that kiss at the end of the night. Then we kept talking. And it was so crazy for me because we met online in June, decided to go on our date in August. We talked on the phone for July, and then found out that we live like 5 minutes away. He actually lived closer to where I worked than where I live. So I lived about 10 minutes away from him. I worked about 5 minutes away from him. So that's how we met. We met online, Match.com, fell in love, moved in together the November like 3 months later or whatever. I think it was like 3 months later. I know we moved in November. So our first date was in August, moved in November. Actually, on our major date, which was on my birthday, the 29th, he got this for me. So it is my mom's name. I told him I always wanted a tattoo. And I guess he was really trying to impress me. So he took me to a nice restaurant that actually became our favorite restaurant, which is Cheddar's. If you've never been to Cheddar's, it's a bomb. So we went to Cheddar's, and he was really trying to impress me because he was just tipping our waiter. He was giving him $20 here, $10 there. He was just doing a lot to try to impress me on our, I don't remember if that was our second date or what, but I know it was like a major date. So that's how we met and got to where we are today, and I'm loving it. I do want to mention that when we met online, I had the basic account, and I actually spent the $34 so that I could get to talk to him more, my husband, because I think he had the actual upgraded account, but I had the basic account where you're limited to what you could do. So I ended up getting the extended account so that we could talk, and I'm glad I did, because it got us to where we are now married, live together, have 2 amazing boys. So everything worked out the way it was supposed to. I mean, when we first started dating, we did have our ups and downs. It was crazy. But, everything worked out the way they're supposed to. So, let me see. Do I want more kids? Absolutely. I would love to have my baby girl. I love my boys. My boys are my world. But I want a little mini-me girl style. So I have my boys, mama's boy, but I would love to have a girl. So yes, I would love to have more kids, but I want to wait till I'm financially at a place to have more kids. So right now we are old enough on that, but I'd love to have more kids. I really do. Plus I love kids. I'm in a way a single child. On my mom's side, my dad actually had more kids, so I have more siblings, but I never grew up with them, and I never really had a relationship with them. So I want to have that. I want to be able to have my boys have that. And I mean, they do, but now I just want my girl. So yes, I want more kids. So, what is the story behind my name? And it's a 2-part question. What's the story behind my name, and do I like my name? So let me answer this part first. Do I like my name? Absolutely not. I never did. I don't think I ever will. But what's in the name? It is my name. I'm not going to change it. It is who I am. I'm not a big fan of it, but what can I say? Now, what is the story behind my name? I do not know. But my sister actually told me, and I don't know how true it is because I never really asked my mom, which I probably should. So my sister told me that my name, that my dad actually gave me my first name. My mom gave me my middle name. But my sister told me that my dad gave me my first name, and he named me after her mom. Now, I don't know how true that is because I never asked my mom, and I really should. But if that's the case, that's some messed up BS right there. That is crazy. I don't have a relationship with my dad at all. We don't talk, nothing. So it's neither here nor there to me, but if that's the case, that's kind of messed up. if you'll name me off your, you know, ex or whatever. Because at that point, she was his ex because my sister is much older than me, I think. She's in her 30s, but she's older than me. She's like 35, 36, something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So, next question. Already asked that. Do I like to cook? Absolutely. I love to cook. I actually went to culinary school in Jamaica. I didn't get to finish because I moved here. But yeah, I absolutely love to cook. Now, do I always want to cook? That's a different question. No. I love to cook, but I don't always want to cook. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. How do I manage my time? To be honest, I don't really think about it. I honestly don't think about how I manage my time. I just do whatever when it needs to be done. I cannot say that I set schedules because that would be a lie. I have tried to do that, but it just does not work for me. I'm not good at managing my time. Never have been. But somehow what I do actually does work. For example, with my YouTube. I record and I always have at least 6 videos recorded, edited, and posted long before the date of when they are supposed to be posted. Now, do I schedule that? No. For example, this video. I've been wanting to do it a couple days now, but I'm doing it today because I actually feel the mood to get it done today. I didn't schedule to do it today. I just actually feel the mood to get it done. Let me go wash my hands, guys. So as I was saying, I'm not the best at managing my time, but it works. Next question, what's my favorite color? My absolute favorite color is red. Your girl love red. Now, when I was little, my favorite color was green. Then it was yellow. Then it was blue. At a point, it was pink. And I still do like pink, but red. That red is life. And mix the red with some black. Oh, man. You got me locked and loaded. I absolutely love red. Red is my favorite color, and I love red and black together. Not red and white, red and black. I think it's just so sexy together. Do I regret starting YouTube? In all honesty, I actually don't. Quite frankly, when I started YouTube, I was pretty much scared because I was like, who's gonna watch my video? Nobody's gonna wanna watch my videos. I didn't think anybody would support me. So I was extremely scared to start my YouTube channel. But I did. And I'm so happy I did. Because, you know, it's allowed me to meet some awesome people. But do I regret it? Absolutely not. I would do it again and again and again. And it's kind of helped me create a work ethic I never knew I had. Don't you hate when you're trying to do your nails yourself? During this pandemic, I had to start doing my nails myself. But it's allowed me to, you know, meet some awesome ladies, and I'm loving that. So, do I regret it? No. I enjoy it. I did it because I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've had my YouTube channel since 2012, but I only just watch videos. And then last year in October, I decided I wanted to start doing it. So I got started, and here I am with you lovely guys supporting me and showing me love. So I appreciate that very much, so much, because I am such an introvert and I'm not the most outgoing person. So having you guys there, supporting me and encouraging me really helps, especially on the days when I feel like it's just too much and I can't handle, or I don't want to handle it. So I'm really thankful for that, guys. How do I constantly stay productive? Well, first I have to keep reminding myself I have to get content out. And even though I'm a mom, that's not an excuse as to why I can't do what I need to get done. Now, it may not go as fast as I like to, because like I said, I am a mom who has a baby who is very clingy right now, and he's in that stage where he always wants his mom. So it's not as easy as I would hope it to be, being a new YouTuber. Ooh, I cut my finger. It's not as easy as I would hope it to be, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I try to be as productive as possible. Like I said, I try to record and edit and have my videos ready long before time. Like right now, today's August 9th, and I have 7 videos recorded and edited for August already. And I already have 2 September video recorded and edited. So I try to be ahead. My son is trying to break down my bedroom door to get in here. I'm trying to keep him out right now because I know he's going to come in here and want to play and make noise. So like I said, I'm trying to get this done before the baby wakes up. So that's how I stay productive. I just try to be ahead of myself. Try to push myself to know that I need to make sure I always have my content ready for you guys. So I'm constantly thinking of what needs to get done, because my brain is always going 100 miles per hour. Even right now, as I'm sitting talking to you guys, I'm thinking about other videos that I need to record for September and October. So I'm always trying to be ahead of myself. So it's like myself is pushing myself to do better than what myself is doing right now. I don't know if you guys understand that, but saying it coming out of my mouth, it made sense to me. One question I was asked was a little bit deep. And you guys see my nails that I'll be putting on? They are so cute. Yeah, so one of the questions I was asked was a bit deep, on the deep side. And this is something I have no problem discussing. Actually, 2 questions I was asked was on the deep side. One was, how do I deal with my depression? So a couple years ago, I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and they also wanted to check for bipolar. I didn't get to do the bipolar testing part of it because right around the time I found out I was pregnant, and my mind wasn't on focusing on getting, checked out. It wasn't focused on going to my appointments. I honestly wasn't thinking about that. I didn't care about that. So I stopped going to my therapy appointments. And was that a good idea? Probably not. I stopped taking my medication. Was that a good idea? Probably not. But I'm that person that is extremely overprotective, and I was extremely overprotective of my pregnancy. So I was not gonna go to the doctor and have them pump me up with medication while I was pregnant. And I know I shouldn't have stopped so cold, but at the time that was how, I felt that was what I thought was best for me. I haven't been back since. I keep saying that I want to go back, but your girl is so stubborn. I keep saying I want to go back, but I haven't put in the effort to do so, and I really should, because depression is not something to play with. And like I said, I'm very honest. I don't need to sugarcoat anything, and I don't need to lie about anything. I've tried to commit suicide. Not once, not even twice. So, do I need to make sure I'm protecting myself? Absolutely. But at the same time, I just don't want to go anymore. And I know I need to, but it's my choice. I have a very supportive family that helps push me through, especially when I don't feel like I can push through. My husband is always there for me, always motivating me. And it's not easy. It's not easy when you're struggling with a demon inside you and you don't know, how to feel or what to do or how to control it. So one of my biggest battles right now is struggling with my depression. But I'm trying to do everything that I can to maintain, how I handle things. Like I said, my husband is very supportive. He helps me through it when I need the help, when I need the support, when I need the talking to, he's there and he helps push me through. So one of the questions I was asked, another deep question. In 2013, a couple months after my husband, at the time boyfriend, moved in together, we started discussing wanting to have kids. And July 2013, I found out I was pregnant. Happiest day of my life. We were so happy, we were filled with joy, filled with emotions. My husband already has 3 kids with his ex-wife. So this was us starting a family. We were happy about it. In 2013, I found out I was pregnant, and I remember growing up, I always said I never want to have kids out of wedlock. My husband and I, we lived together, but we weren't married. And finding out I was pregnant, I was so happy, but I wasn't married. Now, like I said, I didn't want to have kids out of wedlock, but it was happening because we were doing it. So if you aren't protected, you're gonna have kids. That's what happens when you have sex. So we found out we were pregnant, and we were so happy, so happy. But then July, okay, let me go back. We found out we were pregnant. I don't remember what month we found out we were pregnant, but in July we went to a doctor's appointment. I don't remember if it was, I think it was to hear the baby's heartbeat. It was a first ultrasound appointment, and the doctor was acting weird, wasn't saying much of anything. This was my first time, so I didn't know how it worked, but I was assuming I was supposed to be hearing a heartbeat. Doctor kept looking at me. Doctor walked out the room. Somebody else came in the room, and I was scared because I didn't know what was going on. So then, I kind of messed up this now. So then the doctor came in and she said she see a sac, but she don't see a baby inside the sac. And the sac was growing. At 8 weeks pregnant, 12 weeks pregnant, I looked like I was 6 months pregnant. So they wanted to send me to one of their facilities out of town to run some tests, do a bunch of stuff. When we went to the facility, they confirmed it. There wasn't a baby, but the sac was growing. And the sac was growing at a tremendous rate. So the doctor said, unfortunately, Mom, we are going to have to schedule a D&C. This was the Monday, and they were going to schedule a D&C for the following Monday. That Friday, before I was supposed to do the D&C, I went to take a shower, and I just started releasing blood. And it wasn't a small amount. It was a lot. And I started crying. My husband, kids at the time were staying with us for the summer holiday. So then I called the oldest and I told her, get my phone, call your dad, tell him he needs to come home now. So my husband came home, rushed me to the emergency room. The pain was incredible. Horrible. It was so horrible. So he took me to the ER. Then I explained to them what was going on and told them I was supposed to be getting a D&C Monday. So they said, unfortunately, you won't need the D&C because your sac decided to miscarry itself. Okay. That's not what I wanted to hear, but okay. So, that was heartbreaking for me. Struggling with depression, something like that is not something you want to have to deal with. So after I came home from the hospital a couple days later, I went into a funk. I was pissed at my boyfriend, now husband. I was having breakdowns in front of his kids, throwing stuff, breaking stuff. It was just a complete disaster. I went through the phase of, I hate God. This is his fault. I want nothing to do with him. And my husband, as great as he is, he was there through it all. He was encouraging. He was letting me know, don't let this be a reason why you don't trust God. Don't let this be a reason why you lose your faith. And at the time, that was so hard to hear. All the baby clothes I bought, I tore them up, I cut them up, throw them away. I was just going through. It was a sad time. And then to make matters worse, the day I found out that it was official that I wasn't pregnant with a baby, but I was pregnant with the sac that the baby was supposed to grow in. I found out that I had some abnormal cells that can lead to cancer. I lost it. I was in my car when the doctor called me and told me that. I lost it. I called my husband when they told me about the abnormal cells. It was like a stab in the heart. And I remember the doctor told me that every 6 months I have to ensure I go do a pap smear, because they want to, stay on top of what's going on, because it can lead to cervical cancer. And the reason why I always had some weird pain growing up as a kid, and they mentioned the reason why I was having those pains was because of what was going on my insides. So I was dealing with that at the same time, and I was completely distraught. I was broken more than I thought I could be broken. I was just emotionally not out of place to handle all these bad news. And my stress level was through the roof. I wanted to give up, pretty much. I wanted to give up. And it was a struggle for me, because here I am getting bad news after bad news, suffering with depression. The first thing I think about whenever I'm depressed and go into a funk is I want to die. How can I die? As a kid, I used to cut my wrists, and then I started taking pills. And I would drink and take pills. And I remember in my marriage with my ex-husband, I was so broken. I remember one day I sat in the tub, bottle of pill, some alcohol, and I remember taking half the bottle, drinking the alcohol, and I started to feel weird, and immediately I knew I didn't want to die. So fingering them out, drinking a lot of water, and I was able to pass through that. And that's when I knew I needed help, and that's when I knew I needed to get out of that marriage. But I'm kind of drifting away from the question. So the question is, how do I cope with my miscarriage? Family. Without my husband, without my mom, I definitely couldn't have dealt with that. It was a pain I had never experienced. I was so hurt, so broken, and without them, their love for me and their understanding, I definitely would have completely lost it. But I was able to cope with it. During my first child, I had a bad experience. One day I was at work and, started bleeding a lot. And I was scared, and I thought, oh my God, the same thing is happening all over again. And I went and I told my supervisor. She sent me home. The next day I went to the doctor. Well, I think that same day I went to the doctor. The next day the doctor gave me a note to give my supervisor to let them know that I can't be doing, because I worked in a restaurant, I can't be doing certain stuff because it would put me at risk for another miscarriage. And this was when I knew I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to confine my life to what people think I'm supposed to do. Because I told my supervisor this, and she was like, okay, understand. she's gonna put me on light duty. When I went back to work, it so happens that we had short staff, and she knew my situation, and she had me lifting up stuff I'm not supposed to be lifting. And I was talking to another coworker, and I was explaining the situation to her, and I called my husband, and I'm like, babe, she know I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is a risk for me to have a miscarriage. What do you want me to do? And he said, tell her you're quitting. And I'm like, babe, I can't do that. We're about to have a third mouth to feed. I can't do that. He said, tell her you're quitting, go home. I sat in the corner, and one of my coworkers that I was close to came to me, and she was like, girl, what's going on? Why are you crying? And I explained to her, and I told her what my husband said, and she said, if your husband said that, he know what he's doing. Trust him. And I went to my supervisor, and I said to her, you know, the other day I had to leave work because I was bleeding. I had to go to the hospital, go see my doctor. I came back and I talked to you about what's going on. And as a woman, I thought you would have been more compassionate and not think about the job, but think about me as a human being. And you didn't do that. Unfortunately, I quit. I'm leaving now. I told her I would have stayed and helped out because, you know, you're short staffed, but you weren't thinking about me, so I can't think about you. And I left. And I was able to bring my boy into this world with no more problems. When I was pregnant the second time, it was smooth sailing. I didn't have any problems. I did work in a job where it was so much better as far as type of job I did. I was in an office job. I did have bad days where I was in so much pain I had to lay on the carpet. My supervisor, she was absolutely amazing. She became my son's godmother. She would tell me, rest, relax, go lay in your car. When you feel better, come back. She doesn't have kids, but she understood. So you guys are getting me emotional right now. So I'm gonna answer the final questions that you guys have for me. This question I was asked by an awesome queen on my Instagram, and she mentioned that I should definitely share this story. So let me do that. So the question is, why did I move from the islands? Why did I move from Jamaica? So at the time when I was living in Jamaica, before I moved, I was living with a boyfriend at the time. We were madly in love, talking about marriage, everything. But I grew up in a neighborhood where violence was crazy. And I remember one day somebody was murdered, and I was talking to my mom at the time. She was living here. I was 17 at the time. And I remember when I was talking to her, I told her that somebody died. And I remember saying to her, it is what it is, whatever, people die, I'm used to it. And the fact that I was telling her I was used to seeing a dead man's body on the ground, I was used to seeing a man's brain on the ground, scared her, because she didn't want that to be my new normal, to where I reach a point where I'm saying I'm used to that. So she was like, nope, that's not gonna work. You are coming up. Now, I was 17, almost about to be 18. I could have declined. Like I said, I was with a guy who I was madly in love with. So I could have said no. But I did it. Because a part of me knew I didn't want that to be my normal. So I told her, okay, I'll come. And I believe that conversation, we had it in November. And by December I was up here. And I'm glad we had that conversation, because if I didn't come here, the life that I have now, I wouldn't have had it. I ended up coming. I have an awesome husband, 2 awesome kids. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I came here. And I feel like that was the best decision ever. And sometimes you don't know what's best for you, and you don't want to listen to your parents, but you know, not all the time, but sometimes they absolutely know what's best for you. And I'm so happy that I listened, so happy I obeyed, and I came here. I met my husband. We have 2 boys together, and that is the best decision I've ever made in my life. So I am glad you guys sat here with me and listened to me ramble on and try to get my nails done. You know, we live in a time right now where things are so crazy. You have to learn to do things that you've never done before. Do it yourself. So since the pandemic, I've been doing my nails myself. These are pretty easy. I just bought some Gorilla Glue because I feel like those glue are too cheap and doesn't get the work done. So I used the Gorilla Glue and it lasts me longer. But I've answered all you guys' questions. I said there was 14 questions, but actually there's 12, because 2 of the questions I didn't realize. I write them down twice. But those are all the questions I have, and I'm so happy you guys decide to chill with me while we have this chit chat, get to know me. If you would like to get to know me more, just go over to my Instagram page. Say hi. My name is Thecleaningmommy. Just go over to my page, say hi to your girl, let me know that you watched this video and that's where you're coming from, and let's be friends. You know, I am truly thankful for all you guys and your love and support. I couldn't do this without you guys. I really couldn't. Like I said, I'm such an introvert, and you guys are getting me out of a shell that I honestly never thought I would get out of, to put my life in front of a camera. I never saw myself as a girl who would put herself in front of a camera. So thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for the support, always having my back, and I truly appreciate it. So instead of me rambling on, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video and showing me some love and support. And let me finish up my hands, and I will come back to you guys and show you the final look. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Allow me to be my true self in front of you guys. I hope you guys enjoy and come back for more, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and make sure, if you aren't already following me on Instagram, go over to Thecleaningmommy and click that follow button. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I hope this video was able to help you guys get to know me more. And if you have anything to ask or anything just to say, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section because I would love to talk to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.
Just too seriously, I must admit I was relieved, 'cause I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still